Grandmaster Sopiko Guramishvili, and I'm happy to take part in this Banterthon madness. It's a real madness, but lucky you guys to have opportunity to with so many great players like Peter Spiedler, Jan Gustafsson, Pepe Cuenca, Nicholas Huschenberg, Ilya Zaragatsky. I hope I don't forget anybody, and various players, and I'm very happy to be the part of the team. So I'm not gonna talk a lot because I will be with you guys only for the coming hour. So let's get started and let the games begin. If you don't know my nickname on Chess24, you should just go search Sopiko and challenge me with 5-minute premium members. Please challenge me with 5-minute Blitz game. So I will check now if I have any challenges. And please challenge me. Whoever wants to play Blitz with me, I'm ready to accept the challenges. That's a great stuff Chess24 is doing, because to play against so many grandmasters, that's a real blast. Okay, so I'm gonna have the marathon Banterthon madness. I really love the name. When I heard that we're going to have Banterthon madness, I was like, oh my god, that's a great name. So I see that there are some people on chat, but so far I don't get any challenges. So if you want to play against me, please write on chat, challenge me or something, because maybe there might be some kind of problem. Oh, no, I got the challenges right now. Okay, I have the first challenge, taste your lose. So I'm gonna accept that. And let the games start. I'm playing with black pieces. And d4. Indian. Ooh, I have terrible score against Indians. Okay, I'm gonna go, I think I'm gonna go my favorite opening, which is Triangle Slav. He played knight c3. Let's see if he will go for the very critical line, which is e4, but he didn't do that. He played knight f3. And here, the difference is that I'm going for note boom and not for Meran system, because I could, of course, go knight f6 and transpose into a very big line, but I love to grab this pawn and keep it as long as possible. Okay, so far we are in the main line, and let's see how he will continue. AB is a bit too early, I guess. But anyway, AB and bishop e2. That's interesting. I think I will simply go bishop b7. I have to be a bit careful not to blunder this pawn on b5. I think I'd like to keep my bishop on b4, because if I take the knight on c3, then this bishop will come on a3 and I will have huge problems to develop. But I'm happy to have A, B, and C, B in the game. 95, he wants probably bishop f3, which is very logical. But what I think I will go is knight d7. I want to challenge this knight on e5, because it's quite a good piece. So I really want to challenge this knight. If he takes on d7, then it would be great for me. I will just take on d7 and everything will be protected. The bishop will be protected. And here I just planned to take on f3. But after queen f3, if I take on e5, d takes e5, and I play, let's say, knight e7, I think first, I didn't expect this. I can play queen c7. What if I play queen c7? I like that move. If I'm not blundering anything, usually Indians are great tacticians, so I'm a bit afraid because when he gets the chance of these sharp positions, I'm always like, oh my god, I'm gonna get into some trap. Oh, sorry. They say if I did not blunder knight b5, but I think my pawn was always protected either by queen or either by pawn, and the rook was protected also on a8. But for sure I will go once again to this game. Queen g4, that's an interesting move. I have to defend it somehow. Only move that comes to my mind actually is g6 or king f8, but after g6 he can play. Anyway, I think I should try this. My dark squares will look a bit scary, but at least I have dark squared bishop, so I'm not very afraid. The game is quite interesting though, because that's a very interesting move to play rook d1, but I think I will simply go knight f6, queen h4. Now I can go either bishop e7 or castle. I don't know which I like more. I think I like castle more. In case knight d7, I take knight d7, so I don't see a big problem there. He has to do something. He has to develop, probably play in the center, because for the moment I have an extra pawn. I'm quite developed, and if I don't get mated, then I'm very happy. That's what I meant with development. That's exactly what I meant, like bishop f3 and all other things. Maybe e5 one day is possible for him. So what I want to do is just to play rook e8 at the moment. Because maybe afterwards I can play bishop e7. e5, that's what I meant. Knight e4 is coming. So I'm not sure what shall I do. I like to come bishop e7, because then for him it won't be very easy to play knight e4. If he goes queen g4, I might have h5 move, queen e2. I think I will still go for h5. Queen f4, I'll go And f4 is not scary, I guess. I think I'll go rook d8. Oh, that's a big deal. g4, this I didn't expect at all, actually. I think I'll take this. I don't see any problems taking it. He cannot take it back because... Oh, actually, he can take it back, but I'm not afraid. Let's say so, that I'm not afraid. Okay. So here, actually, I wanted to play knight c5, but I'm not sure about this move. I think I will play queen c7. Ooh, my time is really getting close, so I have to be quite quick. Okay, I will go knight b6 to get knight d5. Ooh, that was tricky. That was indeed a tricky move. I just gave up my exchange, but I'm happy because I don't have now bad light squares. I don't know what I'm doing, but I have to be very fast. Ooh. Okay. Okay. I have to pre-move all the moves. Ooh. Check, check, check. A lot of checks. Ow. I'm not very good at pre-moves, so I'm just gonna grab all his pawns to make sure that I don't lose on time. Okay, this should be mate. Yay! That was a challenge! That was a real challenge. Thank you for playing against me. Uh, I had really tough times. I think that I was not losing the b5 pawn at any moment because here it's pinned and here after castle I play a6 and the a8 rook is defended, and it was very interesting game. But I would not go very much through the games because I just want to play a lot of games as it is Banterthon madness. So I'm going to accept another challenge, and oh no, I'm sorry, I accepted 3-minute challenge. 3-minute challenge, I'm not gonna play. Please just challenge me for 5 minutes blitz game. And here I'm playing against Spanish Luquitas. I'm with white pieces and I'll play d4. Usually I play Catalan, sometimes Nimso Indian, so I would start with g3 at this moment. Let's see how he will proceed the game. This is one of the biggest line against g3. Usually it's very good to give the check and then go back to e7. I'm not sure about the c6 because generally they play d5. So I will go e4 in any case. And I think I will take this one. I will play e5 afterwards. Knight e4. That's interesting. So if I take on e4, he wants to take on d4, but I don't see how he can protect nicely the e4 pawn after knight e2. Bishop g4. I think I will simply take this one. And if he takes on e2, I will take with queen, and after queen d4, I will play bishop c3, though there might be bishop b4. So I'm not sure about bishop c3. I will simply castle, I think. I have a trick in my mind. He cannot take on e5 because then I win the queen with bishop h7. So if he takes on b2, then I'll play rook b1 and take on b7. Generally, I like my position. Bishop c3 is coming. I have two bishops and attack on the king side. So I wouldn't complain here. Okay, I can play queen h5 to weaken his king side. And after h6, I would go queen f5 is an interesting move. I think I would go queen f5 because after g6, I would go queen either to g3 or to a2, either to g4 or h3. I have in mind also to go to d7, but maybe after queen c7 I'm just losing the tempo because I just wanted to play e6. Normally speaking, I would go now to h3 because now I'm attacking the pawn on h6, and I also want to open my bishops and destroy the king side with e6. And I didn't like queen g4 just because then h5 would be a tempo. Bishop g5, I'll go maybe maybe queen g4 is interesting. What he can do on queen g4, because then I want to play h4 and bishop g6. Okay, let's try queen g4. It does look a bit weird because I went first queen h3 and queen g4. Knight c5 is a good move. But what I wanted to get is that I go now back to c2 and I want to play h4. And I don't see nice way for him to defend, because knight e6, I'm not going to go h4, but instead I'm going to take on g6, after which I'm just having an extra pawn, because after f takes e6, then I will take on f takes g6, I will take on e6. So that's what I'm gonna do right now, and it would be quite difficult for black to defend. Now I want to play also h4, so I think I'm doing really good. But I will go here. Oops, sorry, mouse sleep. And now this b1 h7 diagonal is open, so I want to play queen e4. And queen e4 and queen h7 is a huge threat. So it doesn't help to go king h8, I think, because after queen e4, there is a huge threat of queen h7, so this game probably will be finished soon. It was, yeah, he resigned. Thank you, Lokitas, for playing against me. It was quite an interesting game, but I think he shouldn't have given me the center so easily with allowing e4. He should have gone d5. Usually that's what they play. Anyway, let's accept another challenge, and I'm going to accept Blackmar. I'm playing with black pieces against Blackmar from Germany, so I will go knight f if I'm allowed, but I'm not allowed to play knight f, I guess. We're transposed into the Sicilian, into the Alpine variation of the Sicilian defense. Usually they don't take so fast on e6, so what I'm gonna do, I will just go e6 and try to take this pawn with the bishop. And I will try to develop very fast. So after knight d5, I can take e d5. I'm already ready for the castle. It will be quite an equal game. He did not go for knight d5. Bishop c4 is another way to continue, though I'm wondering if he missed something. Probably he didn't miss anything, but I think I will go just knight c6. I don't think he can take on d5 because knight d5, e d5, bishop d5 runs into queen b4, and if he took with bishop d5, then I would have intermediate check on e-file. So I think I would have great compensation for that. Now what I can play is knight f4 seems interesting to me, but that might be a bit too much. So what I can do is to protect this knight. It looks very ugly to go bishop b8, but it might not be so bad. Knight e7 is another option, or I think I'll just go for knight e7 d5. I don't like, so I will just go this ugly move. I know it looks very ugly, and I might get into some kind of trouble because I also have not so much time. The position is close to equal, I think, but I still need to develop, and I'm not a big fan of the move a3. Okay, bishop g5 looks interesting. Queen d6, he probably wants knight b5, so I'm gonna go f6. And here I will just try to develop, and let's see how it will go. If everything goes good and I manage to get the C file, get the D5 square blocked, then I will be quite happy. I like 97 because it opens up the light squared bishop. Sometimes I might go simply knight g6 and then knight f4 might come. Just this bishop on b8 is really ugly because it closes my rook on a8. So I might be punished for that move. I think I will go knight g6 just in case that if he goes bishop d2, I wanted to go knight f4. This was my initial plan. Bishop f4, knight f4, bishop e6. I think I'm. Oh, sorry. I wanted to sacrifice this pawn. So let's see how it will work. Yep, that was what I was planning. I sacrificed the pawn. I have two bishops, and I wanted to grab this one as well and play queen d6 with the idea of knight e6 or knight h3. Looks good. I think he had to go queen d1 just to protect the... I think I will go here. I will take the pawn. Yeah, I think I can give check. This doesn't look that great for him. I'll give another check, and my bishop now is alive. Finally, I'll grab this pawn. Oh, it's all with checks. It doesn't look good for white. But it was very interesting game. Thank you, Blackmar, for participating in the show. I think that here I didn't like bishop e3, to be very honest, because it closes the e file, so might be that bishop d2 might be better move. So after bishop e3, bishop b7, and this sacrifice, queen d1 probably was the move to play. And then I thought that I might have some compensation because I have two bishops, and I could grab another bishop on e6, but of course it would be a different game. Anyway, let's accept another challenge, and I'm going to play another 5-minute game. Sorry. I'm going to play another 5-minute game against... I see many challenges with 3 minutes. Leon challenged me with 3 minutes. Please do not challenge me with 3 minutes because I'm playing 5-minute Blitz game. So I'm gonna accept Matutev from Argentina. So I'm with white pieces. I'm going d4 once again. I think Matutev has picture of Harika Dronavalli. I don't think I'm playing against Harika. Probably he's or she is a big fan of Harika, but I guess he's not online at the moment. I'm gonna wait for 5 seconds, and if there is no move, I will accept another challenge. Please be there. Okay, I'm sorry, but I have to accept another challenge, so let's accept Giro 99. Spanish from Spain. Will I get the triangle slab once again, or yep, I got the note boom variation once again. He's playing very fast, so probably he's up to date in this line. And this is quite a big line. If you're interested to check this line, check the whole triangle slab, then you should definitely go to Chess24 and watch my series on triangle slab. If you have any questions after watching that, I'm always there to answer any questions. You can just leave a comment below the video and I'll be there to answer that. So he's taking a bit of time. I think a5 is the move, because after AB I'm taking on c3 and then I'm planning to take on b5, b3, bishop b7. This is the most critical and most critical position of the node boom. Okay, so I'm gonna go knight d7. Rook e1. I think after rook e1 I will go knight e4, because usually they go knight d2 not to allow that. So if I'm not mistaken, I can go knight d7, knight e4 here. And probably I can go something like knight f6 or f5. f5 looks, I will go f5. I like it. I like it more. So I'll just try to play a bit more complicated. Knight d2, and I think I will go queen h4. I don't know how good it is, but here this one was a blunder, I think, because I can give check. Okay, not completely blunder, probably because after knight d2 there is rook e2, but at least I was very happy with the check. Maybe I can take queen d2, queen c2, and have just an extra pawn. Oh, no, I'm not allowed to have extra pawn. That's true. Oh, that's very interesting. I like it. I like the way how the game goes. It's very interesting for both both of us. I had a draw offer, I think. Objectively, it's very complicated game, and maybe I would just accept draw. But this is Banterthon, so we have to play complicated, not complicated positions. Doesn't matter. We just have to play. But I don't like a bishop d3. I think c5 was better because now I can play a4, and if I get a4, then I think black is doing good. But usually it's very complicated positions. They are full of counterplays for black. It seems like white really has the center, but these A and B pawns should compensate a lot of things. Okay, so a3, just bishop c1, I think. So what I'm gonna play is king h8. I think I like this move. It doesn't do anything yet. It's just a waiting move. I will take here. I wanted to play rook f2. Rook f2 looks interesting. Knight f4 is maybe safer. Safer option. But I went king h8 just because that there is no check. So after this bishop e6, I will give check, and then I will take on e4. Though I'm not sure what's going on because white will have c5 and d5 pawns, two bishops. I'm gonna have a and b pawn. It's a lot of mess. Okay, d5 is interesting, but maybe I can play this. My idea was to take on e4, but of course I'm not sure. I'm not sure in that at all. King g1. I think I will give another check. Okay. It looks very, very complicated. I don't know. I don't like to allow c6, so I think I will still go for knight f2 and knight h3. And we repeated the moves, but it was an amazingly interesting game. I'm not sure who is better here because white is threatening c6. I still have some tactics in mind. For example, first thing that I thought was that after king g1, or if let's say knight h3, king g2, maybe I can go rook f2, though I'm still not sure about that, but probably it's okay for black. But what I meant is that after knight f2, if he went king g2, I wanted to grab the pawn on e4, rook e4, play ed. Here bishop g7 is not a move, so rook e7. I wanted to grab this one and play c3, but probably it's not very good. I have very strong queenside pawns, but it looks like White is doing okay. White is actually probably winning, because if I go b3, I don't really think that I can promote these pawns. But it's very complicated. I don't know. It was very interesting game. Thank you very much, Zero. And let's accept another challenge. So I'm accepting 5 minutes Blitz games from premium members, and let's play Kostaki, if I pronounce it correctly. Kostaki's 02. I'm playing with black pieces, and I'm waiting for Kostakis to move, but he does not seem to be. Okay, he is there. So, are we going to get my favorite opening on e4? The knight, or probably not. Knight c3. I very often faced this move in Blitz games, also in classical games. So one of the lines which I was playing was with a6 and b5 to avoid any kind of Grand Prix attack. I like it very much. The idea of this line is that you develop very fast, and afterwards you will play. Ooh, bishop e3 and knight f6. That was a weird move from me. Probably I should have played d5. I think d5 was the move, and I will play it now because I like when I have ed on board. I'm not afraid of this one because I will simply... Oh! I blundered the c5 pawn. That was really bad. That was terrible mistake. Terrible, terrible, terrible. I was just saying that I'm not afraid, but I'm actually very much afraid here. Looks bad. I just lost a pawn, so what can I do? I should play on... I don't even have compensation. c5 pawn was the pawn which I was proud of, and I had all kind of attacks in my mind, but yeah, if you're not alert, then this type of things happen. Okay, so I have to castle. I have to take this one. Maybe I will go rook e8 because it's with tempo. Maybe I will go d4 just to open up some lines. But now I have problems to defend the pawn. So I have to go back to c6. And I have pretty bad position. Oh my god, no, 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 opponent disconnected. Oh, such a bad luck for the opponent. I'm being very lucky, but I really hope he reconnects, because he's having an extra pawn, and I don't see a real compensation for me. Okay, maybe I'm a bit ahead in development. What I mean is that I'm have open files, so probably I can play queen b6, knight e5, take, and such bad luck. I'm very sorry. You played very good. Very sorry for Kostakis 02, because he really played very good, and I was not alert, and I was just saying that, oh, I'm not afraid and this is great position. But yeah, if you're in the clouds and in the dreams, then this type of things happen, that you can blunder the pawn in a move. So let's take from this game that we always have to be sharp, and whenever our opponent makes the move, we have to think maybe he has some trap in his mind. So I'm gonna definitely learn from this game. Thank you, Kostakis02, very much. It's very pity you disconnected, but next time maybe you will have better luck. Okay, I'm going to accept another challenge, so I'm going to play against Nipukakar. Nipukakar, yeah. I'm again with black pieces, so I'm waiting for my opponent to move. And I will wait for 5 seconds, but if he's not here, then I will have to abort the game and accept another challenge. I don't think he's here, so I'm gonna abort the game. Sorry, next time maybe. But let's accept another challenge. And once again, I see a lot of people challenging me for 3 minutes. Please do not challenge me for 3 minutes. I'm playing here 5-minute Blitz games against the premium members. So whoever wants to play with me, please accept. Please challenge me for 5-minute Blitz games. And I'm going to accept Byron Starker. I hope I pronounced this name correctly. And I'm getting a lot of blacks today. Okay, I'm actually not complaining, because I did 2 series against e4 and d4, so I'm quite happy to announce that you can just try my series on Triangle Slav. And Najdorf, here he took cd, ed, and knight c3. So what I'm going to do is just go bishop d6, because if I go knight f6, then we will transpose into another line, Carlsbad system. So here I think this is quite nice for black, because if I manage to exchange light squared bishop, then I'm doing very fine. So I'm gonna just castle. I'm gonna play h6. I'm gonna play rook e8. And for the moment, I want to play queen d7. Maybe it looks a bit ugly, because then I'm taking the square for my knight on b8. But all I wanted, it was knight f5. This was my idea. And if he takes it, then I will grab with the queen. And now I have knight d7, knight f6 in my mind. b5 yet is not the threat, because a3 pawn is hanging. Maybe I could even try to play a5, but I wanted to get my knight on f6. Okay, I can go knight e4, I can go a5. What else I can go? I think I like a5. Let's try a5. And if b5, then I will grab on a3. Knight b6 is another solid move, but I think I can go queen, rook a6, sorry. And now this knight has to go back. Either he has to take on a5, but after he takes on a5, I will also take on a5, and then a3 pawn is in huge danger. If he goes a4, then I can win the pawn with bishop c7, or maybe knight d7 is better to keep this bishop. What do you guys think about knight d7? I like knight d7 more. I don't like to give up my dark squared bishop, so I think I will play knight d7. Actually, maybe it was not that great as I thought. But okay, why not? Because I wanted to play on rook b1, knight b6, rook b6 and take on a4. And now if he defends, then I wanted to play rook a8, rook b1, rook a7. Looks interesting. I don't think black has any problems. But of course I think I have a little bit of pressure, but nothing serious. Nothing serious at all. Now rook a1. This looks a bit of losing the tempo because I think I can play b5 now. And just because of the pin, ab is not possible because I win the rook. And after knight e5, I can either go, well, I'll just take here. I'll just take here and I will take with the rook, because I don't want to open any files for the queen. Now this structure looks beautiful. Very, very beautiful. I'll go queen f5 with the idea that he cannot take on c6 because it's mate, and I want to grab the pawn on e5. Let's see how he decides to defend it. That's what I thought. F4. And now it's pretty interesting. What shall I do? Can I play d4? This is the question. Let's try. I don't know if it's possible or not. Another move was rook c4, but after rook c4 I didn't like that he could take, and after taking he could. It's queen's endgame, so it might be always tricky, but maybe after d takes c4 I had queen d3, so okay, what I wanted to do here is to give check first, then to grab here, maybe d4 was very bad move and I had to play rook c4, but this particular line looked very interesting for me. I don't know if it works. But okay, I'll give check. And I can take here, I guess. I still have an extra pawn, but white's position got much better in sense that he can simply, so I can either go in, I think I will go in queen's endgame. Whoa, sorry. So I'm just gonna give the check now, and let's see how it will go. So I'm gonna give another check, and I'm going to play queen b2. No, sorry. Another check. Sorry, I'm in hotel, so there was some service. Okay. What if I check here? Here, ooh, I have to be very quick. Okay. Oops. I think I better make draw because I'm not so good on time. If I can make the draw, actually, because it's, oops. Okay. Welcome back. Oh, that's a pre-move. That's a did pre-move. Okay, great mate. Oh, that was fantastic. That was well done, Byron Starker. Well done. Yeah, it was just PT because I had an extra pawn, but he played very good because he gave me chances to make mistakes, and also this one was just pre-move, so I shouldn't have panicked, but that's how Blitz is, and now I'm going to accept another challenge, 5-minute Blitz game against Marl. I'm again with black pieces, so I hope he's online. I'm sorry, this is our last game. Oh, there is him. There he is. Okay, so once again, I'm playing with black pieces, and I faced already d4 in this Banterthon, so I'm going to play the same line. I'm not going to take on c3. It's of course another big line, but I prefer to transpose into what I usually play and what I know. This is called Alpine. I like to play d6 here. I tried many moves. I tried e6. I tried to start with knight c6, d6, and this particular line is quite interesting for me. So let's just see how it goes. This is the theory. And I think e6 is the move, but I do not remember bishop g5. I think I will simply play bishop e7. Try to exchange the dark squared bishop. A3. And after a3, I think I have two moves. One is knight a5, another one is knight a6. Let's try knight a6. I'm not afraid that he takes on a6. At least I'm not losing anything on spot. Okay, castle, castle. If I was not afraid a move ago, why I should be afraid after one move? So now I think I will grab this bishop, or not yet. Maybe not yet, because then knight comes into the game. He can take the knight on a6, and then I will have some files, but nothing special. Let's see how the game continues. Did I blunder this? b4 and b5? That looks terrible. Ooh, I'm in terrible shape today. Disaster. Disaster. I'm in huge trouble. That's unforgivable. To blunder such things, it's not really nice. I don't even see how can I get any type of compensation, because after b4, knight c6 and b5 is the threat, and I'm losing the piece. It looks horrible. Okay, what I'm gonna try is to play here. Let's see where the queen goes. And my idea was to play knight c6. I don't know if it works, and after b5, knight c5. Maybe I survived. Maybe not. Yeah, queen b5 is a really good move, because now I'm losing the piece anyhow. It was a nice try from me, but it did not really work. What to do? Okay. I'm gonna try to play piece down. I know I have lost position, but at least I should be tough. I don't have any compensation. I just have pawn for the bishop, and it looks really bad, but that's how it is. Knight c4 is great move, because now I don't know where I can go. If I take on f3, then it would be very easy for him if I play something else. let's say bishop d5. It would not really keep me in the game, but at least I have to try something. It looks really very bad. And I'm going to play for little tricks, but I don't really think it will work. Anyhow, I'm going to be very passive. Piece down. Well done, Marel, for spotting every tactic and giving me very, very, very tough times. It does look very bad. All I'm going to try is to play for some tricks, but of course he is not going to blunder anything. Okay. Nothing at all is there. So I'm going to play some random moves. It's not gonna help, but at least I'll try something. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Really very well done. That was amazing game. Really, it was super awesome. Now my queen is trapped, and horrible game from me. Horrible game from me, but well done, Maroel. I think I'm pronouncing your name correctly. For spotting all the tactics, how my queen is trapped, my piece, everything was perfect from white side. Thank you for the game, and thank you very much for being with me in this hour and playing against me. I hope we learned something today. At least I really did, because I was in terrible shape. I missed a lot of tactics, so it's really unforgivable. So next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go on Chess24 website and train my tactics. Thank you for being here. Now, I think Jan Gustafsson will continue playing Banter Blitz with you. I'm wishing Jan very best of luck. I hope he will revenge for me. So, thank you guys very much, and good luck with your next opponents. Bye.